I can see that you have like so many things written here. So first, I wanted to ask you a few questions, okay, based on the lecture 6. Okay, so like, maybe can you try to tell me, like, why is identifying the gap in the introduction particularly important?
So then when the readers have an opposite opinion, like the feeling of like they wouldn't want to read it anymore, but then when they see that you've written the gap in, then they will try and understand and keep going.
Yes, exactly. So like somehow we like can you tell me what kind of introduction we can view them as a very good introduction? Like what kind of elements we need to contain into one introduction?
Like a story, quotes, and some small statistics.
Yes. You will have like the context, the gap, like maybe sometimes a very little conclusion, okay, to have for it, because you need to like summarize the supporting points, like highlighting the significance, and optional like included a strong closing sentences. So yeah, come back to the question like why the introduction, okay, why is identifying the gap in the introduction particularly important? Because you need to like show that you not only understand the current situation. But also like identifying a gap in the discussion, which can highlighting the value of your essay.
Okay.
So this is like very important because especially for the kind of, you know, the John log or any other, the writing essay, yes, they have the topic that fixed to offer you, but you need to try to show that, okay, there are some particularly parts that special made from you. Yeah, you have to show that.
Okay.
But also, let me finish. Identify a gap in the discussion. Highlighting yeah, you can think about like there are like so many people like every year to write the same topic, then how we gonna supposed to make them different? It's like trying to create a different part, okay, from the beginning, from the introduction. Okay, so trying to view and identifying the gap is very important. Okay, so let's view exactly what you've mentioned from it. Okay, so can you try to like introduce to me about your introduction here?
I used a quote from the Human Rights Act to get like to make the readers like a sense of what's going to happen next, like because I chose a topic from the law category, so I felt like it's important that I at least use one law sentence in the introduction, and then I looked up quotes regarding this topic, and I found the one where Benjamin Franklin says a spare 100 guilty people escape. That one, and I found that's quite famous actually, and a lot of people have said it. But I've chosen the Benjamin Franklin one because he's more well known because he's one of the founding fathers of America.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that using the legal article and the Franklin Code as the hook is very effective. So I can see that you offer the background that you offer is pretty clear and the core question is raised, so very good of it. But I think that the gap could be stated more clearly, and your Caesar should directly state the stance, and the roadmap should summarize the keywords in one sentence. Because I feel like it's a little bit longer, only a little bit.
Okay.
So, can you try to do the correction right now?
To make my gap clearer.
Yeah. Just you can try directly state the stance, try to make it more clearly. Okay, but that doesn't mean that your word isn't good. It's just we were trying to make it clearly and short because it's a part, okay, as a very small part of the introduction, but we can still say there so many things from it.
Okay. If I have to make my gap clearer, can you highlight the place where I have to change it, because I don't want to change the whole thing.
Okay, maybe just leave it here. You can just maybe copy and paste and then do the correction so I can say the difference between the two paragraphs.
I don't know where my gap is.
You mean the actual gap from your homework, not the physical gap from the document?
No, I don't know. I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know where my gap is in the document. In my paragraph.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can just try to view them first and maybe recall your memory.
This is the gap, right? In the golden era of media coverage and online scrutiny, public censure always precedes legal judgment, sometimes ruining reputations, careers, and even lives before any evidence is tested. Is that the gap?
Try to try to.
Is that the gap?
You can try to make some, I'm not going to say the correction, but some improvement.
Can I make it more certain? So
you make more what?
Make it more certain. So can I do public censure can precede legal judgment? I don't know how to change it further.
Okay, I will try to give you the improved version, okay, but you can only like use it as the example, okay? There's like no need to fully use of them, but you can just try to view them. Okay, view this version.
Okay.
So you can I will give you 1 minute to read in the media era this paragraph. Okay, 1 minute.
Okay, I've finished reading.
Okay, so you can like by view them, can you like find out the gap? It's maybe more clearly.
Yes.
Yeah, because as we mentioned, you need to because the gap you need to let the reader to actually like understand that you know the current situation, and you also can find out the part that the others do not pay attention to. So yes, I think you can try to make the gap like shorter. Just try to shorten them because it's better for people to notice about your like feelings statement. Okay, so can you based on this one to do some correction for your own one? I will change this to this and then just try to do the correction right now.
Can I after this part, can I just write this essay first? So like I will just copy it.
Okay, you
I
need
won't
to like
copy
think
and
of.
I won't copy and paste it, but can I just like write something like that here?
Okay, then we just keep doing another one. Okay, let's like look at the conclusion part. Okay, so can we just also introduce the conclusion part?
First I stated the the point that I'm going to make later in the body paragraph, and I wrote that the legal principles of innocence until proven guilty cannot be arranged in public opinion in the same strict manner as in court, because it's unreasonable to expect the public can act the same as if they're in a court, because that's probably impossible online, especially online. And I also stated that with the speed and power that social media can bring, people can be judged a lot quicker than the court can examine any evidence. So then that brings to my second point, where the public judgment can lead to real consequences, like receiving threat messages. That's one of the point I made in my body paragraph. And also at the end I just stated that a balanced approach is necessary. So with caution, you cannot criticize the suspects that much, but then you cannot you cannot ignore the online safety guidelines, so just right in the middle, and don't overdo the hate.
Well, I can see that you actually try to highlight balance. Okay, the impact of social media and the strong sense of reality, I think that you can try to stress you can have a very strong closing sentences.
Okay.
So, for example, well, if for me, I may want to, let me think about conclusion part. Well, I have a little question. Like in this kind of essay, okay, if you have to argue about something, so do you think that the conclusion is a very important part?
Yes.
Then, like, if you have to give like the number of the percentage, like how many percent of the number you will give for the importance of the conclusion?
50.
Which number?
50.
Okay, so I wanted to share like my personal experience. Okay, so for this kind of essay, okay, especially we need to argue about something, and sometimes if we like, especially when we write the academic paper or something like that, so people will view that like I've already give so many details of my statement for the previous part. I already like give so many details and I've already explained everything. I already explained everything I can. So they will feel like, then how I'm supposed to give the conclusion? It's like I just simply summarize about the thing I mentioned, or maybe I just, give the list. Okay, so here is a very important things. So sometimes, okay, there are so many supporting points. There's so many supporting points, which means you may have like 3 or 4 points need to like discuss about. And you've already expanded so many paragraphs in the previous talking, okay, in the previous writing. So one thing you need to do, since we only have one conclusion part, okay, if we only have the one paragraph to give all the summarize of the, all the different supporting points. So the good thing is we can let the supporting points could be summarized more clearly. You can try to add the words and the phrase to do the connection to show that, okay, you also have a better structure, okay, in the conclusion part. And another very important thing is people may view that, sometimes we don't even have the time to read until your conclusion. But the truth is, it's very important because we will still have a strong closing sentences. Because especially for the kind of essay competition like Zhonglak, you don't have so many words to say it. You don't have to, it's not that important that you only give a result. The better thing is you try to show that how you think of something, how you hold the view about something. So a strong closing sentence is very important here. So by viewing your homework, okay, so everything I view here is pretty good, okay, so it's like, as I mentioned, as I emphasized, you highlight the balance part, okay, you mentioned about the impact of the different parts. So right now I was wishing that maybe you can add one sentence
The
about
conclusion?
the closing sentence.
Oh, okay.
You can think about it right now.
Wait, what's the opposite of perpetrator?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
What's the opposite of perpetrator?
Perpetrator. I think it's like if I have to give if I'm the one who talk about this one, I may like change them to it's like the closing sentence that doesn't really have to give so many like detailed discussion based on the topic question. It's kind of it's kind of like the rhetorical question for the speech. So have you learned the rhetorical question before in school? Okay, so you can think about the meaning and the purpose why we have the rhetorical question. So basically it's because we wanted to raise people's awareness. We wanted to let the people to think about the question, and we wanted to maybe call to action. So this is the meaning of the rhetorical question. Even though I ask you one question, but the main purpose is I'm not going to, or I don't even want it to have the answer of the question. Okay, so the point is why we have the strong closing sentences is because we wanted to give a very strong closing. So if I'm here today, I might write the things like this one, if I'm the one. Oh. So this is just a very simple sentence. Very, very, very simple.
Okay. Do I need to use this one?
Yeah, that very simple sentence. You don't even need to explain too much things, because previous part you've already discussed the thing that you wanted to say. So yeah, the closing sentence doesn't really mean that you have to like emphasize or to try to explain them again and again. No. So you can use some like tools to help you like I don't know, like the people can really pay attention to. And yeah, the very important thing is after you do all the analysis and give all the statements, you need people to actually think that, okay, today the topic that you mentioned is really a very, maybe a serious one, or maybe not a serious one, but at least the one that worth people to think about, worth people to pay attention to and make some improvement in the later. So you can just use the very like a simple one sentence to state out what you wanted to say.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the part of place we can do the improvement. Okay, so let's move to another one. Okay, so can you also try to give me your introduction of the B introduction?
Yeah. This one I used a case study. So I gave the readers a story to begin with. And it was quite a famous or important news report in 2022. Because of this woman's husband, which is the Prime Minister. And then I talked about what happened, and then I talked about how she got wronged, and how she got affected by public, and to apologize, and she didn't apologize, to correct herself. And in the end, I just wrote that she has done nothing illegal, but the public had every right to question her. So that just shows why the principle of innocent until proven guilty cannot realistically apply to the public.
Okay, acceptable. So, yeah, again, so you use the contemporary case as the whole, and you have the very clear background. You have the very clear problem stated, which is very good. So, the gap here can also be clear, more clear.
Okay.
So yeah, can you try to maybe think of how we can actually make them clear?
Oh, I cannot. Oh.
Hey, is that previous when you write things, have you ever noticed about how to create the? Actually, they're different. Okay, there are different ways we can use to create the gap. Okay, so so as we mentioned, okay, the gap refers to the missing piece. Okay, so it's like the missing piece in the discussion. Okay, something that existing arguments or the current reality haven't addressed yet, or haven't explained yet, or explored sufficiently. Okay, so the purpose of clarifying the gap is to let the readers to know that why you are writing the essay and what your what kind of things you aim to feel.
So,
okay, so
my gap is the last paragraph, right?
Well, actually, for your topic, you can have the different gap. You can have the different gap, okay, especially for the kind of, the lower part. The first first part is the theory gap. Okay, for example, maybe sometimes, as you mentioned, the existing theories or the laws only discuss, okay, maybe the innocent until the proven guilty, not in the context of public opinion. So this is for the theory gap. And then the next one maybe is in reality. We maybe call it like a practical. Let me think. Practical gap is like in reality the public accusations on social media often like precede court like potentially harming the innocent individuals. Okay, so this is also like the different gap. And also the value gap. The value gap is like maybe the law protects procedural justice, but how the public responsibility and the maybe the moral duty should be balanced is unclear. Okay, so if you have to like choose the different gap to say that, you can try to think about, okay, for the first one, you can maybe describe like the current situation or practice, and you can like introduce the problem, like, okay, point out the insufficiency of or the limitation of the current approach.
The limitations is that she agreed to pay £2.1 million of tax a year, but then she didn't pay the tax from previous years. She's only gonna pay the ones from like that year forward. But for the time she's been in the United Kingdom, she has not been paying income tax, so it's not fair.
Okay, so that's okay. That's acceptable. Okay, so just later when you maybe even after like you change the topic, okay, the different part, you can also try to add the different like gap, okay, to say the things. So okay, very good of this one. And we also have the conclusion here. So can you also try to tell me how you get the conclusion and what kind of things you wanted to discuss?
I added a very small case study, and I realized that it's not probably the best one to use because it's not confirmed, but then there are lots of sources that confirm it, so I feel like I can use it.
You make this one, the Donald Trump and the
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because there were some proof about it. Okay. Anyways, I first I talked about the the bad thing about it, so it can prevent the good thing about it, so it can prevent mayhem and terrible consequences if not used properly, and then I said that the law can destroy society's balance in the snap of your fingers. To give like the readers like how fast it can be. Of course, it's not gonna be in the snap of your fingers, but then it's gonna like very quick, and then I summed up one of my body paragraphs, which is victims will struggle to speak up if the perpetrator is famous or declared innocent. The perpetrator is famous, which Donald Trump and Bill Clinton is, and declared innocent, which they are as well. They aren't really declared innocent, but they were never a part of the police suspects because the file has not been released yet. And also, in addition, about the victims of the struggle to speak up. countless stories may not be told, which really affects a lot of things in society. Again, to the Epstein file case as well, where people are starting to speak up, like last week or a few days ago, I'm not sure, but they are starting to speak up about their stories when they were young girls and got abducted. And I just summed it up in the end, where justice requires equal treatment, fairness, and to protect the right of the accused while ensuring that the victims are not ignored. And yeah.
Okay, so it's like for this case, I will try to hold it first. Okay, so later I may need to find out if there like another the case that may be more suitable for you to talk about, because we cannot be sure, because sometimes when the essay, when your writing is finished, and you may see the like if there are like any things that happened for the the case, something happened, because we still need to, it's like if the result is not what we expected, it will be like pretty weird, and it's not like convenient for us to do the do the exchange. But anyway, so later I will try to find one. So I still hope that you can find more cases which you can pick up one that suitable than this one. Okay.
Okay. Wait,
And
but is the reason why I can't use this case because it's not confirmed yet?
yeah, it's not confirmed yet. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, the one case you can pick out to talk about it, because like this case is a very huge case, so you can mention this out. You can put it actually at the beginning part. I mean, I'm not going to say it's wrong to put for the conclusion, okay? It's just the more like suitable to put at the beginning, because this is a very huge case and the situation is pretty complicated. So you can add this one as the hook to attract the people's attention, like why we still have this kind of case like today, why the situation is so like complicated. You can try to explain it and use it to attract the people's attention, like why we have to pay attention to the topic or the statement that you wanted to give. Okay, you can still use this one. It's just because my personal suggestion is that I think we can try to add the advice.
Okay.
It's like you can see that the conclusion here, like you mentioned about the like the legal principles, blah blah, the kind of things you quite emphasize, like it's important, like you emphasize like why we pay attention to this one, like if we pay attention to them, blah blah blah, this kind of things. So my personal suggestion, okay, if you wanted to add you wanted to give the improved version, you wanted to add the like the value of your essay. So the very important thing is you can try to give some suggestion. You can try to give the suggestion.
Suggestion on
maybe the system, the institution, or the law, the anything that related to this one. So can you think about it right now?
Wait, sorry, can you repeat?
I wanted you to, please, you can add very small things, like you can give only a few words is enough to talk about the suggestion that what kind of things is the system. For example, maybe the society requires the systems to like make sure the procedure and the evidential fairness. Okay, you can, for example, to make sure the evidential fairness, to make sure the procedures, to ensure the procedure. Discussing to talk about.
I think to change the fact where if influential and well-connected individuals are involved in the case, the judges and the people who judge them should be non-biased. And if to an extent where they are extremely biased in the case, then I feel like the accused should be anonymous, so that just listening about the facts, and only about the facts and what the victims are saying, they can judge without like being afraid or like being influenced by the perpetrator.
Okay, so this kind of yeah, it's good. I can see that you understand the main point, but do you think that this is quite like too specific?
So
like somehow today like the entire topic is to try to attract people's attention and discuss about this issue. So mainly the topic is not try to like give the very detailed suggestion like how we can improve the entire system. Okay, we do not need to do that. So like only few words here is enough. Okay, for example, we let me think about okay, let's see this one, because you mentioned about the protecting the rights. Protecting the rights, okay, then we can spend on this place like how we can have the policy to try to protect the rights of them. So maybe I'm not sure if you like I can only like mention about a few words that I knew, okay, from what I've learned right now, because I'm not the part, the kind of very good person from this part. Okay, so I can only mention about a few suggestions. Okay, the first one is the independent investigation. So have you heard of the independent investigation?
no.
Independent investigation, and also like because we have can we have this one, we check the information of the different like media to see if they actually have the license to give the news, to check if they ever fake about anything, and maybe the temporary protective measure. So how about these three?
I like temporary protective measures.
Okay. So as you can mention, okay, as you can see, the only thing you need to do is try to put these maybe 3 or 4. If you wanted to add more, you can just put them. Okay, so you don't have to like expand them, like use too detailed explanation to explain them. Okay, the thing is that you put them in to show that okay you have the thoughts to okay add the suggestion, which is very important if you wanted to like talk about, because the suggestion is also the very strong closing one, because we can see that okay you actually find out the problem and you actually have your own opinion, and you can also like actually have the things based on this one. Okay, so I will like try to quickly to introduce the 3 different things based on my understanding. Okay, so the first one, the independent investigation, is like it's like conducted by the maybe sometimes non-government or the like the third-party organizations. So they will not be influenced by the political pressure. Okay, so this is also the like I think it's the external verification mechanism for like today's the procedure, okay, for the entire process, the thing like that, especially under the very huge pressure of the political part. Okay, so the second one, okay, the second one here is just we can have the process, okay, to find out like which journalist and the specialized institution verify the accuracy of the public claims, the post, okay, the all the contact. Okay, so basically it's to make sure that you have the quality control of the information. Okay, but and then the temporary, this one, it's like there are like short-term rules of restrictions implemented to reduce the harm, while the long-term solution is like still being developed. So it's like it's not it's temporary, okay, protective. So yeah, you can try to add these 3, okay, to the suggestion part to show that okay you have the better understanding of the situation, and you can have your own thought about how to solve, not how to solve, but at least to improve this part.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the advice for your own topic, and I think yes, like only they can like the justice system truly justify fairness for everyone. So this is a very good and very good one for the the closing sentence. Okay, so very good of 8. Okay, so let's try to do the connection. Okay, so a very good. Can you try to repeat, or can you try to tell me when this class we talk about until now, like what kind of introduction and the conclusion we will have?
For conclusion, like the closing sentence should be short but sweet, but it has to be like it has to make a really good impression on the readers. And for the conclusion, there needs to be an obvious gap and counter argument as well. For introduction, for the introduction, there needs to be a strong closing, like starting / closing line, because it starts the rest of the body paragraph and it closes the introduction. And it needs to have like, it's better if there's like a quote or like there's a story in it. And since this is a law, it's a law topic, so there's a law sentence there. And there should be a gap there as well.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, this is the discussion for the homework. Okay, you can try to add the things that we discussed before, especially for this part. Okay, you can try to view them, and you don't have to follow completely, because this isn't the answer. It's just the example that maybe you can try to view them. Okay, of course, this doesn't mean that your homework isn't good. Okay, I'm not going to say that, because very good of you. I can already see there so many clear details. Okay, the very good structure, and you have the very good understanding of the the gap and all the things you need to discuss about. Okay, just every time we need to make the improvement. Okay, so come back to the topic 1. So I'm not sure which one you choose, or have you read them before?
Sorry?
So for the homework 1.
Homework 1. Have I chose?
Okay, never mind, it's okay. But anyway, the main point is you have to at least focus on the second one. So for the homework 1, okay, it's also again the 2 reading parts, which you can see here and here. So
I analyzed it. I analyzed both of them.
okay, so you can try. Is there anyone you feel like you don't understand about?
No.
Okay, so both of them are good for you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So again, so for your own topic that you choose, okay, the entire process, did you feel like any places you feel pretty difficult to write?
I feel like it's hard to start the conclusion when I haven't written the body paragraph.
Yeah, of course, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because okay, because yeah, as you don't have the the body part, of course and especially you pick a very hard question. So there are so many things, so many statements you need to give after you actually do the analysis, and especially for the law, because you need to find out the case, the previous case, so you can have the better understanding of what we can do, what we can have to improve the procedure, to improve any kind of law. So that's okay for you. So point is can you maybe try to search more?
Yeah. The hard thing about this is finding the case study. Some of them I found, but then it's a good one, but it's a bit controversial.
Okay. Alright, you can here's the point. You can try to search. Okay, you can try to search more detail and add it here. Okay, I will try to evaluate them to see which one is the suitable one.
So should I write the ones I found?
Yeah, the one I hope you can maybe find more, and of course I will find more. And if I found one, I will add it to here. Okay, I will add it here, and after you compare the different one, you can actually try to select one at least all perfect for your topic. And I believe that we definitely haven't find out them yet.
Okay.
Okay, so this is today's homework.
Should I write the one I found? Because I found another one.
Yeah, you can add it here right now.
Okay, wait. This is 4, right?
Google the keywords and find out the.
I found one already, and there's one I'm quite familiar with.
Okay.
I
think they might have the website, especially for the cases. Some lawyers they may demand for this. So I suppose, because I haven't actually searched the page.
Okay. Should I give it to you?
You can just add it here, the yellow color here.
Can I give you a Wikipedia page?
Yeah, of course. You can send you can send in the group, and I can view them.
Oh, in the group.
Yeah.
Or should I do it in the document?
Okay,
yeah.
It's also okay.
I don't know if I can use this or not.
Are you interested in law? So if you have you dreamed about what kind of major you wanted to study?
Yeah.
Which one?
I feel like I'll do the. I think I will do a law major. So can I use this? Can I use this evidence?
Can you send the link of the website?
Oh no, I put it in the thing already. Wait, I'll do it again. Wait, I'll do it here.
Okay, try to view them. Let me check. Oh.
Is this too controversial?
I knew this one.
You know it?
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Even though I don't actually like this group. It's not I don't like this group. It's just I don't pay attention to the pretty young group. Okay, I can't even say it. Many reference.
Is it too controversial?
Yeah.
So should I not use it because it's too sensitive?
You mean right now? And it's okay. It's okay.
Because I haven't written about this one yet, so it's okay if I can't use it.
Let me check.
點解佢咁寫住
Well,
中華民國嘅
I think yeah, you can try to use them.
？OK，
Yeah, but yeah, you like try to? I will give you the exact answer. Okay, maybe on Tuesday because I need to think about if we can have like more like close the close event because I view the time like it's like almost 10 years ago happened. So it's like because you talk about something okay related to the things that might happen the maybe at least in the decade. So I will try to view if there like anything happened for like more close. Then if we do not have the like better one, then we can use this one too as the example. So do you think this okay for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I will tell you when I have the judgment. Okay. But you can anyway you can still like do the other parts. Okay, just don't change the words. Don't change the example here. Okay, just add the other part which doesn't actually affect you to do the improvement.
Okay.
So, do you still have any question?
Oh,
Do you still have any question?
I have a question. So if I choose to use ChatGPT to correct if I have any grammar mistakes and I choose to use it to correct it, does that mean does that mean my work is AI generated, or does it just mean that I wrote it myself and AI just helped me change it, correct it?
Okay, so if this kind of situation happened in school, okay, so the teacher normally they need to use the page to check like if you use the AI. So my personally suggestion is that yeah, you can use the AI, the ChatGPT, the any tools to give you like the direction, like how you can write things, like you can try to use that to help you, okay? But if they give you the advice of how to do the correction, do not just like copy them all. Okay, you can understand the meaning of that. If you think you agree with them, then you can like paraphrase by your own words.
Okay.
So you can try to take good use of the AI. I think that's good, but here's another thing. Okay, we are not 100% sure the real if the we don't know if they can like fake the resources. So you can try to use the AI to maybe search, okay, what kind of things, what kind of examples I want to have. Okay, can you give me like a few list which is close and fit to this topic? This was okay. But once you have that answer, you need to check by yourself. So this is also the thing. If you write your own essay and you don't know how to say that, you can use the prompt like, okay, can you tell me like which directions I can say based on this topic? It's okay for you. It's totally okay for you to do that because like the AI thought, okay, gathered so many things. It's definitely give you more like the details and can inspire you anyway. So just don't like copy them all and paste them exact words because definitely
Yes.
if for school's essay, okay, you will be tested and yeah.
Okay, I won't.
Okay, then this is the end for today. So goodbye.
We have we're missing 15 minutes from the last two lessons. So should we put them back on in the last lesson?
I mean, maybe it's like we still have 10 minutes or the 15 minutes.
15 because 2 lessons.
Okay.
Because I think it's like 2 lessons ago. We ended 10 minutes.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So
yeah,
then let's put it into like the last lesson. Should we?
Yeah, okay. So yeah, exactly free for us to discuss the example. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will try to search them, but you will try to do that, right?
Yes, I will. Yes.
Okay, then yeah, let's see you next week.
Okay, see you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, goodbye. Goodbye.
想不到他让我用，
他说让你干嘛？这让你
他说
也想